With me now for another OUA season preview is head coach Corey Grant of the Carleton Ravens. Coach, it's more familiar now, another year in the city of Ottawa, kind of getting used to the guys and coaches around you. How does it feel going into this training camp?
Oh, it feels great. A little bit slower, after, going in your fifth year here, the ins and outs, the expectations, and some of the worries. And, you tweak things as you go along and as you grow as a coach, and especially as a head coach, you grow to make things a little bit easier for guys and even for your staff. So pretty excited, very excited for camp and can't wait for it to kick off.
Now, year two with this set of coordinators on both sides of the ball. And I think the biggest headliner for your team is, of course, going to be the quarterback position with Elijah Barnes. He got a chance to go to the East-West Bowl this year. Talk about how much that experience in May is going to kind of tie into his role this year.
Yeah, it's been great for him to go there, be against some of the top competition in the country. And, we talked about it beforehand about being the leader that he is. And he got to do that, show his athleticism and what a great quarterback he is and a great leader he is. So that really helped him see that. And then he was also part of the cohort that he got to go to the Red Blacks camp and then see that and be a part of that, which has been great for him and it's great for his development. And we're excited to see him, get a full season and what he can bring. But his leadership qualities that he's learned from, the East West, going from the Red Blacks. We've done a few different quarterback events coming into camp last week. He got to be with Henry Burris, and we had that great conversation. Henry got to come in and talk to our quarterbacks just about quarterback play, and so I'm excited to watch his development and see what it takes us.
Now, a big part of a quarterback's success is scheme success as well. A full offseason with the OC, another big chunk during the summer. What do you expect from the group as a whole to kind of jump from last year's
Yeah.
production?
Yeah, we got big expectations. I know we were up there in passing and we had some a top receiver and doing those things. So I expect everything to go up from there, right? They're putting things together. Now it's just about coming together, right? And that's all the biggest thing is gelling, getting on the same page with his receivers, getting on the same page with the O lines. Coach Nate knows what he likes, what Elijah likes, what all the quarterbacks like, because it's going to take the full group of them and just has a better understanding and a better grasp of the offense and what we're trying to do week to week and day to day.
Now, talk about gelling. One group that's really not that much turned over from last year is the offensive line group. They should be coming in as a well-oiled or close to a well-oiled machine. How do you expect them to kind of impact the game in the run and kind of keeping you guys balanced in that aspect?
Yeah, that'll be big. One of the big things and one of the areas that we wanted to look at and we looked at this year, we got to get better in the run game. And it'll be great. I think last year, the five guys, our O linemen, all played together all the games. We do lose one, but we got a veteran group coming back and they know each other. So we're excited about that. Everything starts up front, right? And you just talked about quarterback, but it starts up with protecting them and getting our run game going. And those guys have been putting in the work this off season. So I'm really excited for that group to get going. And when we talk throughout the summer and even throughout the winter and spring, it was, hey guys, we want to be able to run the ball better, and it's going to be on them. And they're really taking into that challenge, and I'm excited for them to get on the field and start showing that.
All right, let's move to the skill players here on offense. Not that the O-line's lack of skill, but the fast players, I guess we could say. You guys have had a consistent run of guys going off to the next level from Kasim Ferdinand, Tristan Reddy now. There's a group that is highly talented sitting there. Of course, we know you guys can pass the ball. What do we expect from this group now that Fred Hashi is back and ready to go?
Oh my goodness. They want to call themselves receiver U, then they're going to have to go out and and perform, right? Having Fred back is awesome and we're excited about that, but we also, like Ben Huckabone, he's going into his last year and he's a solid receiver. Dante was coming with it last year. I think we lost two of our top three receivers from last year, but we do have some young guys coming up and, everybody talks about Nash making that great catch and play of the year and on TSN and doing all that stuff. It's just being more consistent. And now, you know what? we lose some guys, but now it's other guys to step up and to, start being contributing, and it'll be great. Like I said, if they want to be called receiver U and are sending guys off to the CFL, then they got to step up and show what they can do.
Let's flip sides of the ball here because you guys had Xavier Malone, obviously one of your best linebackers the last couple of years, has been really stout for you. He's now moved on from the program. Who's looking to fill that second level role in your run game?
Yeah, he was at the East-West, Justin Belanger, right? Andrew Christie, but we have a plethora of guys that are there, but Justin was at the East-West, showed what he could do at that top level. I think that was great for him in his development. He's part of our leadership group. He's been a leader. He's been that guy. He's been playing since I think his first year. So he's ready to step in that role, and we got a bunch of guys with him, and I'm excited. It's sort of like passing that torch, and he's seen how X has done it. He's going to do things a little differently and in his way, but that same intensity, that same attention to detail, and that hard-nosed football playing that backer, I'm excited to see him perform this year.
Brody Burke coming back as well on the D line. What's the force unit going to look like?
They're going to look. That one is going there with Brody coming back and Jordan Malunda and those boys up front and DeAndre McKenzie. He was actually at the East West, so we do have some guys coming back. And like the year before, Brody was at the East West and it was a CFL year, so we do have some guys coming up. We have some young guys coming in, some CJEP guys coming in, and they're going to be fighting for positioning. And I'm excited. Everything in football we know starts up front, being able to run the ball and then being able to stop the run and get off to the quarterback on that defensive side of the ball. So we do have some guys coming in, but we do have that leadership quality there. So waiting for those guys to get to camp so they can start to gel just like every other position, and then really going out and performing.
Now, you guys were very skilled in the return game last year. Talk about how those kind of massive plays, swing momentum kind of built up for your team and what you're looking forward to and kind of hitting at in the kick return, punt return game this year.
Yeah, we want to be. Yeah, we had Keyshawn, who I think led the entire country in
Hmm.
return yards and all of that stuff, and he wasn't. Uh, um, so having him back this year and having him be even a bigger part of the offense this year is going to be big. We want to have less kickoff returns and uh, and doing that piece, but we want to make sure that when we're down there, we're flipping the field. Anytime a team is kicking to us, we want to make sure we're flipping the field and really being special on special teams, right? So we do have some explosive guys and some guys with some speed that can flip the field, especially on our punt return and kickoff return game, and just making sure we got a chance at putting those guys in positions, and they're making a difference. They're difference makers for us.
Now, your background's blurred, but I gotta guess that Pedro is somewhere in behind you. Uh, what was that experience like for you, kind of taking away your first Panda game?
Yeah, it was great. It's great for the university. It was great for the program. Every year that's a tough game to win. We've played in some close ones, and it just happened last year was our year, and we got that game, and that was awesome. Though Pedro is not here with me. Pedro's at the university, but it was great, right? It had been a long, long time since we had won Pedro and won that game and beat Ottawa U, and I think for us, that was big, right? We needed that win in that time of the year, the season. It's always great to beat your rival, and it was special. And for some of our guys and our guys in our last year, they had never won that game, and so for them to go out, that last year win that game, that was big for them, and it was like I said, big for our program and big for our university.
Now, how do you kind of get yourself, or I guess get your guys back up for that? Because the last couple of years has been, we got to get this thing back. What do you go with now?
We got to go get it again.
Yeah.
Right? It's that was last year. We got to go get it again. Like you said, it's a big game. It's a big game for U Sports. Big game for the city, and showcases the talent that both of the schools, the universities have with talent. And we get to be perform on that big stage. But yeah, we don't have to hype them up for that game. You know what? You just roll the ball out and let's go play. And if we said tomorrow we're playing Ottawa U, it didn't matter whether if it was. Playing for Pedro or just playing for, position in the city. We roll it out, it's going to be a big game, and I don't think I need to say much to get them hyped for that.
Now, since TD Place has gone with like the north and south benches, are you guys for sure going to stick with the Carleton South side, Ottawa North side, or how is that going to work in future years?
I
This
haven't
is
even, we don't that I leave that to the other people. I'm trying to figure out with all the guys coming into camp this week and doing that. I'm sure smarter people than us will let us know what's going on, and I'm sure when we get closer to that, Coach and I will probably have some say and some talk in that. But yeah, that one's so far off. Let me focus on seeing and make sure we can kick the ball off on when do we start on
the
Saturday.
29th. Yeah. Well, talking about that first game, you guys are playing against the York Lions. Uh, how do you kind of go into this year? I know you guys said you weren't doing a preseason practice scrimmage, anything like that with another club organization, but how do you guys get yourself set up for that week one showdown?
We focus on ourselves, right? Like you said earlier, it's the second year with the coordinators coming in. They know my style. They know what I'm looking for. They know their expectations is for us to start fast. We got I think, most of the coaching staff, same coaching staff coming back. So they know what's going on. We understand that and we know the expectations. So it's just about us focusing on ourselves, getting ourselves in the best condition physically, making sure we know our schemes, we know situational football, what we need to do, and really preparing.
Now, because of that, and with the later start into the calendar year as the OUA and U Sports kind of pushed itself, is there anything different to your training camp?
No, we'll treat it exactly like not exactly the same. I do a few different things every year and how we teach things and how we install things and when they get their breaks. But we've started later. It's not like we started last week. We started later. The guys have been out, doing their captains things, and that's give them a little bit more time to take on those leadership roles. But other than that, we're gonna go out. We're gonna have a hard nose. This will probably be one of the toughest camps they've had since I've been here, and I'm excited about that and see how we take that and take the coaching. But with the same coordinators coming back, it gives us a good chance to be successful early.
All right. Well, we look forward to seeing you on week one, Coach. Best of luck with camp. All the health to your guys, and we look forward to seeing the black and white. Any new uniforms while I'm still here? I kind of like the shield on the helmet.
You like the shield on the helmet? We'll do the shield on the helmet. I don't think we're changing that. I don't know. We'll see. When they say, what is it? Roll the ball out or the grapefruit out or whatever we're rolling out, whatever we got, we'll kick it up and we're excited for kickoff.
Awesome. Well, we'll see you on week one, Coach. Coach Corey Grant of the Carleton Ravens with their OUA season preview.
Appreciate you.